Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2024 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last half of May, and this reading is for the fire sign of Aries. Thanks for being here. I hope everyone's doing well. You are most welcome. Thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. So, Aries, if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aries, if you're cross-watching for an Aries, this video is relevant. Of course, it's a general reading, so it may resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know any or all of your other sign placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus, watch those as well for any additional insight or perspective. And if something really does hit home for you, if it really resonates with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me, for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact information by clicking on the description of this video. I would love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you within 24 hours with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of reading options in all areas of life, different types, lengths, styles, budgets, spreads. There's something in there for everyone. And I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling of personal readings as well. So if you're interested, please email me. Okay, Aries, let's take a look and see what the last half of May looks like for you. May 2024, last 2 weeks of May. I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot, both by Ciro Marchetti. And Aries, we begin with the Hierophant, the tradition, the norm, institutions, the tried and true, with the Seven of Swords. Now, for some of you, this might be a cautionary combination, meaning that if you're trying to buck the system in some way, or be deceitful in some way, or cut corners in some way, it's going to be found out or it's going to be exposed. For others of you, you may be contemplating in your own best interest to follow a tried and true path or follow the rules in some way. I mean, the Seven of Swords can represent theft or deceit or trickery, but, you know, originally it was a card of strategy. It's a self-serving card, but that doesn't make it bad. This is somebody who has something they want to achieve or gain or maintain, and, you know, that they think is in their best interest. And so in doing that, they lay plans. You know, it's a card of strategy, and strategy is almost always done behind closed doors, a card of concealment. So we'll see how it goes. Again, it may be that for some of you are, because I'm picking up that some of you are thinking that it would be in your best interest to follow a certain tried and true path in something, and that can be anything. It could just be literally following legal rules or doing something in a more transparent legal way. But in your own interest, it can be in relationships. This could be, I mean, it could be with legal issues in relationship. This could be like, you know, marriage, because you don't want to lose someone. For others of you, it's cautionary, you know, to try and not buck the system because it'll be exposed. Next, we have the Ace of Cups. Aces are the number one, so a new beginning. Cups is water, emotional energy. Could be new love and romance for some of you. It could be emotional renewal in an already existing situation. It could be just starting a new path of life that carries the perspective of doing things in a more open, honest, and transparent, by the book, by the norm kind of way, especially with that Hierophant and the Seven of Swords. With the Ace of Cups, we have the Sun. Light, love, warmth, laughter, illumination, clarity. Next, we have the Eight of Wands. Action, travel, communication, fast movement, rapid movement, and growth. With the Tower, which comes in and sweeps away everything old. It's about letting go of the old and moving forward into the new. It looks like and feels like some of you, maybe even a lot of you, are considering maybe just a new path in life, a radical new path, not just in physical action, but in the way that you look at something, like perhaps a previous ideology that you had adopted for yourself. You're like, maybe this doesn't work for me anymore. Maybe I need to start living my life in a completely new and different way. And this can be, you can apply this to any area of life so far. It can be business or work. It can be in relationship. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Four of Cups, which can be a card of stagnation. Maybe some of you are feeling unsatisfied with something, discontent with something. It's also a card of kind of reflection and considering something different, something new. Feels like a lot of you are considering perhaps a life change, maybe an ideology change. Let's take a look at that overall energy of the Four of Cups. Ten of Cups, happy home, happily ever after, the white picket fence, marriage, home, family. The Four of Cups again. The Eight of Wands again. I think some of you are considering taking action in a situation that perhaps has been stagnant for some time. You've been feeling restless, discontent with it, and feeling like change needs to happen. But it feels like you're contemplating change within yourself, maybe looking at a tried and true path. It could be marriage for some of you in relationships, or a path that previously maybe you had had really negative or painful experiences with, but you're now considering, maybe I should try this again. It feels kind of like maybe having hope on a path that you had discarded before because it didn't work for you. Let's take a look at this Hierophant and the Seven of Swords. And there's also an element here, a selfish element, nothing wrong with that, a selfish element here of, it just might be better for me. It might be in my own best interest to do this. Hierophant, Seven of Swords. Particularly if you've been living a life that is maybe deceitful or compartmentalized in a lot of different ways, not an open, transparent kind of path, kind of taking a look at doing things in a different way. The Four of Wands, the other happy home, marriage, family celebrations, friends and family and community, the Lovers. So there's a relationship central here. Either what you're considering is about the relationship itself. Do we move forward? Do we get married? Do we do this thing? And do we go our separate ways? It could be in another area of life that significantly affects a primary relationship, like work, career, moving, that sort of thing. The Hanging Man, kind of watching, waiting, taking your time, gaining a new perspective. That's, again, one of the fundamental energies I'm getting here, Aries, is maybe starting to look at things in a different way. And from there, you start to live your life in a different way. Ace of Cups, the Sun. Some of you may be thinking of getting married or starting a family. It may have been something you were opposed to before. Ace of Cups, the Sun. It could be buying a home too. The Knight of Swords, charging forward, very action-oriented and decisive. The Seven of Wands again, strategy, secret motives, secret strategy, Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles. I think here that you're considering doing something because you're afraid of what it will cost you if you don't, or what it would mean if you don't. Getting married, buying that home, starting a family, something like that. Doing something under the umbrella of what is considered the norm, the tried and true traditional path, what's right by this particular umbrella. Everybody has different perspectives on what's right and what's wrong, but here we're looking at a norm or a traditional path. Let's take a look at the Eight of Wands and the Tower. Change is coming in, and it's happening quite quickly. And I feel for some of you, you are the ones instituting it, initiating it. The Tower again. Major, major, major change and transformation. The Empress. There is beautiful and abundant growth and new beginnings and fertility and abundance in this new path. But it does represent a significant change. The Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginnings, perhaps moving, relocating, getting married, new jobs, new projects. Six of Wands, victory, triumph, and success. I think that for some of you, you are foreseeing something that, again, a path that perhaps you had previously been opposed to for whatever reasons, for your own, probably back then, valid reasons. But all of a sudden you realize that it's time to do something which is considered a traditional norm. I think that the Seven of Swords twice here might be, for some of you, that it's in your own best interest to do so, because you might lose big time by not doing it. That's what I'm getting. All right, let's wrap this up with some advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Major change and transformation you are contemplating. Yeah, the Hermit, the High Priestess, both very quiet, contemplative cards that represent going within, asking yourself, what do I have to gain by doing this? What do I have to lose by doing this? What do I have to gain and lose by not doing this? What do I really want? What would make me really happy right now? What is the best thing for me to do? And using your intuition, your instincts, your gut instinct. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Water, the Knight of Love, making the offer, taking the offer. The Star and the Hierophant, renewal of hope, faith, and optimism in a tried and true path that perhaps you had been disappointed or had some really painful experiences with before and decided you were never going to do that thing again. But here, this is a renewal of hope in some kind of traditional path. Beautiful, transformative energy, Aries. I'm going to leave it there, Aries. Those are your messages for the second half of May 2024. I hope that for those of you for whom this resonated, that you found it helpful, useful, gave you some food for thought, maybe helped you in your decision-making process moving forward. Again, if this did resonate, if it did hit home and you'd like to peel it back a bit and take a deeper dive into it, or if you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that info by clicking the description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the June general readings. Until then, stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.